it around for her.
Did a great job of picking Clark up early, but she just went under that.
Tonight, an electric crowd here in Wintrust Arena. What does it mean to witness a...
Clark just obliterated Angel Reese, and it was not an ordinary day. Clark just beat her when Shaq was in attendance. Reese calls Shaq her uncle, but who really served him with a special game was Clark. Although Shaq admires Angel, he never denies Clark's heroism, class, and greatness. Even though the great basketball veterans Shaq and Sue Bird were in attendance, Reese and Sky didn't shy away from hitting Clark for the purpose of getting her out. The Sky were aggressive throughout the night, committing 2 flagrant 1 fouls on Fever rookie Clark. And without their leading scorer Chennedy Carter, the Sky just couldn't keep up with the Fever, who notched their largest margin of victory with 19 points of the season. Clark finished with 31 points and 12 assists. Sky rookie star Angel Reese had a double-double with 10 points and 11 rebounds. Fever managed to win with the largest margin this season, but the game didn't start this way. At one point in this game, the Fever trailed, 21-9. That didn't last for long. After going down 12 points, the Fever went on a 14-5 run of their own to get within 3 points at the end of the quarter. Once they got a lead in the second quarter, they didn't look back. Yeah, when Fever led by Clark gains momentum, even the #1 team in the league hates to face them, let alone Sky, who is merely surviving in the last spot in the league's standings. With Chennedy Carter sidelined due to health and safety protocols, the Sky missed her scoring skills and quickness. This allowed Indiana to exploit the perimeter, shooting 13 of 29 from beyond the arc. Rookie Clark contributed magnificently, hitting 5 of 9 from three-point range. She is always unstoppable, but against her old rival Reese, Clark plays as an angry beast on the court. Clark has previously set the Fever single-game record for assists in the same arena. So yet again, she delivered another standout performance with 31 points and 12 assists. Kelsey Mitchell added 23 points, continuing her streak of 6 consecutive games with 20 or more points. Meanwhile, Temi Fagbenle, despite scoring only 3 points in 18 minutes, made a huge impact with a plus 29 on the floor, confirming her defensive prowess.
But Clark is a special player. She reminds me of a Steph Curry. You know, a lot of times she takes those ill-advised shots that me and Chuck don't like, but they go in. Not only do they go in consistently.
Clark is in the midst of one of the greatest rookie seasons in WNBA history and has won over a ton of fans in the process. One of her newest fans is a basketball legend who knows a thing or two about being a dominant player, Shaquille O'Neal. The 4-time NBA champ is a big supporter of former LSU star Angel Reese, but during an interview with Sports Illustrated, he also raved about Clark after watching her 31-point performance against the Chicago Sky in person last weekend. With that, Clark admitted that he didn't say any about Clark because he was supporting Reese. "Clark does everything right," Shaq said. "I never spoke about her before because Angel is my girl, but I can truthfully say, Clark is for real." But seeing her girl beaten up right in front of him on the court, Shaq had to change his views. He further said, "I'm watching her play and I'm trying to be upset, but she makes the right pass, makes the right play. Girls try to beat her up and she doesn't really complain. She's a great one, even early on in her career." With their victory over the Sky, the Fever have finally surpassed the .500 mark for the first time since the 2022 season. Back then, their .500 record was short-lived, starting at 2-2 before a 5-game losing streak left them with a dismal 5-31 finish. According to ESPN Stats and Info, this victory breaks a 103-game streak during which the Fever were consistently under .500. It's a significant milestone for the team, and they have a chance to reach another on Sunday. They'll face the 8-22 Dallas Wings on the road, aiming to secure a winning record for the first time since 2019. This is all because Clark is making way for Indiana clear-making NBA champions like Shaq, her fan.
Plays the game. She's the true definition of a great player, one that makes the players around her better. You know, not only was she making a great shot, she was making great passes, and you know, she took her loss with humility.
Shaquille O'Neal has put his head above the parapet and claimed that the likes of Clark and Angel Reese should be on similar contracts to their NBA counterparts. The former Los Angeles Laker was at the Wintrust Arena on Friday to see Reese's Chicago Sky take on Clark's Indiana Fever, with the Fever running out 181 winners. The ION broadcasters spotted Shaq in the arena and decided to go up and ask him about the boom of public interest in the WNBA, which is partly down to players like Clark and Reese.
It's a special night, an electric crowd here in Wintrust Arena. What does it mean to witness up close the recent explosion of women's basketball?
Well, I love it, especially for women. Listen, they've always played great. They've always played hard. I'm glad they're getting the exposure they definitely deserve. Now we just got to get them similar contracts than what some of these NBA guys are making.
The Indiana Fever has already clinched a playoff spot due to the combined heroics of Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin-Clark. However, they are not lifting their foot off the gas pedal at all. In fact, they completely lit up the Los Angeles Sparks to notch their 18th win of their campaign as the postseason looms. Despite a big game from Odyssey Sims and Derica Hamby, the team from the West Coast stood no chance because the rookie was just determined to win. Caitlin-Clark has been insane in her rookie season. Just how crazier can it get? Well, she was able to get 3 records just out of this win against the struggling Sparks. The first that she got was her second career triple-double. In 40 minutes of action, she knocked down 8 out of her 17 attempts from the field for 24 points. This tied her for the game high alongside Aaliyah Boston. Furthermore, she also coupled it with 10 rebounds and 10 assists. More impressively, the Fever star also stole the ball thrice to prevent the Odyssey Sims-led squad from gaining any offensive traction. She had a second big milestone. Her 4 three-pointers that found the bottom of the net propelled her to become the fastest player to reach 100 three-pointers made, per Stat Mamba. That is not all, because the third record that she shattered involved dropping dimes. The rookie, out of the Fever system, stands alone as the only player to dish out 200 assists while also knocking down 100 shots from beyond the arc. Clark is primarily known as a great offensive facilitator and a knockdown shooter. However, it was her late-game heroics on defense that helped the Fever craft a large lead despite Odyssey Sims' 20-point outing and Derica Hamby scoring 16 points. It was a great defensive read which allowed her to steal the ball from a bad pass from Sparks' Kia Nurse with 25 seconds, which arguably sealed the win for them. She also threw the outlet pass to Aaliyah Boston to increase the Fever's lead. We were just trying to get stops. I thought our defense got a lot better there at the end of the game. But we need to find a way to get consistent there for the fourth quarter. So, I'm proud of our group because we found a way to get it done. But somebody had to get the rebounds. AB was joking. We always joke about getting each other's rebounds, she noted. Named the WNBA's Eastern Conference Player of the Month on Wednesday, Clark was honored for her incredible run in August, averaging 24.0 points, 8.5 assists, and 5.2 rebounds. In August, Clark led the Fever to a 5-1 record and their first playoff appearance since 2016, taking on the last-place Los Angeles Sparks. On Wednesday, Clark and the Fever picked up their 5th straight win. Continuing her impressive play in Wednesday's game against Los Angeles, Clark again put her shooting and passing ability on full display. Throwing an incredible behind-the-back assist to her all-star teammate Aaliyah Boston, Clark had WNBA fans in disbelief.
5 triples, Caitlin, go ahead and shoot till your arm falls off.
And Mitchell knocks that one away. Here comes Clark going the other way. Clark going behind the back. Oh, it's Boston.
This clip has gone viral on X, tallying over 1,000 likes in less than 20 minutes. The official Fever account on X also posted a slow-mo video of Clark's pass that has fans excited. "I can't even do that in 2000 basketball game," at JNNonX wrote. Share your thoughts on what you think about Clark and Indiana Fever's brilliance in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates on Clark and her mission to make the team the best in the league. See you in the next video.